Hey guys, welcome back. First of all, full disclosure, yes, I am wearing a panda onesie. It is cold here in England. Don't judge me. Don't judge the panda. And number two, if you're new here, I apologise if I seem a little bit crazy. I have been doing, I've been doing a bit of a filmathon today. I think this might be my 5th video. I've had a few too many coffees and I am beginning to descend into slight madness. So yes, it's not always this insane here. If you've been a member of this little crazy family for a while, thank you. And you'll know if I have a cup in my hands, it means that we're probably going to have a bit more of an informal chat in the video than some of the other sort of tips videos and stuff. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. I thought I would have a little chat with you because it is now 11 weeks until I leave for Southeast Asia and I am very, very excited. I am super excited, but I haven't had a lot of time to do much planning. And it's starting to get a little bit real in as much as the fact that I'm going now in 11 weeks and I'm rocking, aren't I? And yeah, it's starting to sink in that it isn't that long. So I wanted to have a chat about some of the obstacles that I've been coming up with in trying to plan for my next adventure, because it kind of gives you an update as to where I am, but also because it might be things that you come across, so it could help some of you out there as well. The first issue I've been having is with my travel vaccinations. For anyone that watched the travel clinic fail video, link up here, you'll know that it didn't go to plan initially when I set out to get the vaccination sorted, and I'm still having difficulties. For some reason, it's proving pretty tricky to book an appointment with the travel clinic. I actually rang Boots today and spoke to a lovely lady in the pharmacy who promised me she'd ring me back, and I haven't yet heard from her. They're booked up for the next 3 weeks, and it's getting to that point with the vaccination I need that I can't leave it too much later to have the first one of 3. So that's a little concerning. Rang the doctor's surgery because I figured, why can't I just speak to the doctor? They write a prescription for the vaccination. I pay for the vaccination. I don't expect the NHS to pay for it because it's not a free one. I can collect it from the pharmacy and then just get the nurse at my doctor's to administer it. I thought that was a good solution. Evidently the doctor's surgery did not. So that's frustrating. That is my first obstacle. The second obstacle that I'm sort of coming up with is in relation to travel insurance, and I didn't know this was going to be an issue. I used a company when I went to Australia, which I mentioned in my travel insurance video, which I had no problems with. I didn't make a claim, so I don't know how good they were, but I just assumed I could go with them again. And when I was on their website recently, just trying to have a little browse as to how much I could expect to spend on my travel insurance for Southeast Asia, I realised that there's a clause on their website that states, I need to get this exactly right, so I'm not making this up. Put the coffee down. Good Lord, why is it when you look for something you can never find it? So yeah, one of the problems I've had with the travel insurance is the kind of residency status. So obviously I am a UK resident and I do have a doctor's surgery in the UK, but on the insurance I've been looking at, they claim that we define a resident as being someone who has their main home in the United Kingdom, check, and has not spent more than 6 months abroad in the year before buying this policy. Yeah, this is the slight issue I'm having, and it's really frustrating because, first of all, it's really ambiguous. How are you defining the year before buying this policy? Is it a calendar year? Is it exactly from the date of the policy start? It's not that clear. I'm going to contact them to try and get a better understanding. I did briefly speak to a woman and she was just like, yeah, it won't work. It's just not that exact. So I'm going to try and contact them, find out exactly what's going on and get written confirmation if they say they will cover me, to just prove that that is the case. The thing is, it's not just this insurance company that's saying this. I looked at a few others that are also saying it. So this is a bit of a concern for me and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to get around it yet. I have seen another company that I don't think this is an issue with, but it's like, double or triple the price. So yeah, that's another obstacle we're facing at the moment, but I'll keep you updated with how that goes. For anyone that watched the exciting plans video and real talk, you'll know that I have sort of come to the decision that I'm not going to come straight home from Southeast Asia if I can avoid it. I want to keep traveling for as long as possible and as long as money will allow. So because I'm not sure exactly when I'm going to be home or where I'm going to go next or any of that jazz, I've got rough ideas, but I haven't concreted anything in my brain yet. It means that I've got a couple of like little bits I need to sort out, which include I need to renew my passport because my passport's only up until I think September next year or maybe December next year. I can't remember off the top of my head. And if I want to do further travel, obviously I don't want to be paying for a flight back to the UK just to renew my passport. So I've got to send my passport off. And my bank cards are due to expire as well. And I went into my local bank recently to ask the guy at the counter if I could update the cards before the expiry date. The good news is that he said he thought I could. I've got to ring card services to confirm that. And I also asked him whether my cards would work in Myanmar. You should have seen his face. He was so confused. He didn't even know there were ATMs there. So I need to ring card services about that as well, and I may get out a credit card from another company just in case my bank cards, because they're all with one specific bank, won't work when I'm in certain places. So that's another little issue we're having. I love the planning stages, but it's just these little niggles that kind of get to me because I just want to do the fun stuff and it's not always fun. But I wanted to show that because this is the reality of travel. It's not all the fun all of the time. There are these horrible, annoying obstacles that need to be overcome, but it will be worth it. It will be so worth it. And yeah, I think they're my main niggles at the moment, apart from not having a lot of time to do much planning. But let's move on to the positives. In terms of my actual trip, as I explained before, Bangkok is all sorted. I'm in my first Airbnb apartment, which I'm excited about. And then I'm going to Myanmar. I have got most of my accommodation now booked for Myanmar, and I wasn't going to, except for the fact that because it's a country that's fairly new to the tourism industry and I'm traveling at peak tourist season, I figured I don't want to be stuck with having problems finding accommodation or only have the really expensive stuff left, because it's not that cheap, I have to say. It's a lot more expensive than I was expecting, but that's okay. And I have a rough idea of where I'm heading next, although for the moment I'm keeping that a secret. If you've signed up to my newsletter, you'll be first to hear. Haha. And yeah, that's kind of it, guys. Sorry it's a bit informal, and I'm sorry if you don't like my little sit-downy chat videos. There will be plenty more stuff coming out, but yes. Ooh, echo. But yeah, that's where we're at currently. And oh, it's only 11 weeks. I can't wait to take you with me. I am very excited, despite all the obstacles that seem to be just throwing themselves in my way. Although they're only little ones. I'm probably overplaying it in my mind. Alrighty, as always, I am on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and there is my blog, which you can always go and read. If you enjoyed this random video, which was extremely unscripted and kind of me just chatting at you, I apologise. If you did enjoy it, please give a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already to this little family. Until next time, much love, take care, bye!